Let's hope that the mic doesn't pick up too much of the echo in this room, because this echo has a bit of a room. Yep. This bodes well. So this is the beginning of a series called, as a working title, How to Suck, partially because double entendre and innuendos are funny, and also because I need to learn how to suck at things. I need to learn how to embrace being new and being a beginner and not being very good at stuff yet. So this series is exposure therapy, I guess. I'm just gonna force myself to try new things, not knowing if I'm gonna be good at them or not, but also not letting that uncertainty stop me from trying. And I encourage you to join me on this journey, because I think that this experience is by no means unique to me. I think a lot of us experience this struggle, and I think we could all benefit from trying new things, especially the things that we're probably not going to be very good at. Put the pride aside, put the ego aside for a minute, and just suck at something for an hour. It's fine, it's not gonna kill me. So today I'm learning how to knit. I have never knitted before, ever. Not a single knit stitch in my life. I can crochet. I can certainly crochet. I have been doing that for a few years. Here's a collection of things I've crocheted. Here we have a life-sized Whimsicott Pokemon that I made for my boyfriend, and his name is Wim. This is a shawl. This is Nigel the snail and Fergus the frog. And here is a blanket that I started quite some time ago and haven't finished yet. I have quite a few works in progress that are being ignored. So with crochet, I'm somewhere around intermediate level, but I know enough about knitting to know that it's a completely different beast. It's like the same basic concept of looping yarn around some kind of stick until it creates a certain type of weave pattern, but I think the similarities kind of stop there. So I'm a little bit intimidated by this. I believe I have gathered everything I need. I have knitting needles, yarn, I found a tutorial for beginners, and I have an entire liter of Earl Grey. So all of the essentials are sorted. So I'm going to be following a tutorial by RJ Knits. It is called How to Knit Easy for Beginners, which sounds like exactly what I need. So I need to make a slip knot. That I know how to do, because we do that also in crochet. Boot. Wonderful. I have my slip knot yarn, and I wrap it around my finger. Other way, actually. This way. Use the needle to scoop it onto the thing. Look at it. I cast on a new stitch. Okay, and then we just do that as many times as we need to. And scoop it and put it on the needle. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I can cast on. What? Look at this. Oh yeah, picking up speed. Picking up speed. Oh yeah, she's getting cocky. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How many stitches should I do? That's the question, isn't it? I mean, I'm probably just gonna make like a little test square so I can figure out the basics and have like a little coaster-sized square to be like, look, I did a knitting, you know? It's raining again. Of course. March in Belgium, am I right? I guess that's an update that can be discussed. So for those of you who are not new to the channel, you will know that I am Australian and that at some point I was wanting to move to Sweden. And I did. I moved to Sweden. I lived there for a year and it was a lot of fun. I did volunteer work, just kind of like gallivanting around the country, mostly on like independent farms. So I did a lot of kind of animal work. And stuff like that. I learned some cool new skills, like some basic carpentry and stuff. I learned how to shear a sheep. That was cool. So in like the first, I don't know, 2-3 weeks of me living in Sweden, on the first farm that I volunteered at, I met a lovely man from Belgium, and we became good friends. And then a little while later, we became more than friends. So then he ended up like staying in Sweden with me for a while, but then when my Swedish visa expired, I then moved to Belgium to be with him some more, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. let's keep going. So I think I have finished casting on. I have 20 stitches now, and hopefully they are okay. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're okay. It doesn't matter if they're good, because that's not the point of this exercise. How do I do the knit? I'm gonna turn the needle around.
Your second needle that we have.
Put it in the loop. In the loop. We're gonna loop it backways. And then sandwich it in between the needles. Okay. Pull it not too tight, he says. Okay. Good luck getting me to pull yarn not too tight. But we'll see what happens. Huh? Down and through the loop. And then I push that one off. Wow, I did it. Look what I did. Look what I did. I did one knit. I'm doing the thing. And then I guess we just keep doing that over and over and over again until we reach the end. Back through the loop and then slip it off again. I get it. Keep that on the thing. No, don't run away. Go through the loop. Do it. Thank you. Back through the loop. Slide it off. No. No, 2 of my cast on stitches came off. No. Okay, I'm reconstructing them. I think if I twist it in the right way, I can get that loop back. Twist it, put it back on. Yeah, that looks correct. I'm just gonna assume that's correct. Wrap it, twist it, bop it, and slide. Cool. I did a row of knitting. The stitch tension is kind of all over the place, but that's fine. It's fine. It's not about being good at it. But I have, in fact, done my first row of knitting. So this is already leagues and bounds of progress compared to anything that I have ever done before, which is nothing. So, what do we do next, Ryan? Continuing on this next row, in this tutorial at least, we're just going to continue doing knit stitch all the way along. I know that there is also purl stitch. I don't really know what the difference is. From my very little understanding of knitting, I think you usually do like alternating a row of knit and a row of purl, knit, purl throughout your work to then get like a consistent like texture on each side, I guess. Like based on my knowledge of crochet, a crochet stitch looks different on each side, right? So as you alternate like row and row back and forth, you're gonna have like these very noticeable rows where the stitch looks different depending on whether it's the front of the stitch or the back of the stitch. So I'm guessing that's also what's happening with knit versus purl, and that I guess purl is just a different way of doing the stitch so that it doesn't keep looking different all front to back, you know. We'll find out. So RJ Knits, he has like a part 2 video about how to purl, but I'm just gonna finish the knitting tutorial first, and then we'll mess around with purl later. Bring our little loopy to the front, and we put it through the loop, and we wrap it around, and we go whoop and slide it off. Come on, shuffle forward, don't be shy. I can see how once you develop the muscle memory and don't have to concentrate so hard on everything that you're doing, I can see how this would become like a very meditative, rhythmic process. It fascinates me, the people who've like, and I've seen it before, and it's a wonderful thing to watch. People who have clearly been knitting for a very long time, and they have developed such strong muscle memory that they can just like without even looking. Oh, it's hailing. Oh, it's hailing a lot. Oh, wow. Calm down. That's unnecessary. So, you know when there's like some kind of activity or skill that you've never done before and you're interested in learning how to do it, but you just keep putting it off because it seems really intimidating. But then you just try it and it's actually not that bad. This is what it looks like at the end of row ? I have a habit of really tensing up my shoulders when I'm concentrating or stressed. I wouldn't say I'm stressed right now, but I'm certainly concentrating and I'm feeling it in my shoulder. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Huh? I made a mistake. I can see where I made it. And I have somehow added an extra stitch. I should have 20 stitches, yet I have 21. I don't know how to fix this. What happens if I intentionally drop this first stitch? Can I like kind of undo and just put my needle back into the loop from the row before? I'm gonna try that. Maybe that works. And then, oop, don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. I wouldn't say I'm stressed right now. This seems to be working. I say as someone who has no idea what they're doing. 8, 9, 10, okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, well at least it's 20 stitches now. So that's better than 21. There is still something visibly weird with this stitch, but I don't know how to fix that. So I think I'm just gonna have to accept that there is a visible mistake in this. And that's okay, because this is the first time I've done it. And mistakes are fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more row and then take a break because my shoulder is getting a little tired from being tense in concentration mode. I'm gonna leave that there for the moment. I think this is good as like a little sample piece of knit stitch. And then I'm gonna take a break and learn purl. I have returned. I had a little snacky snack. My boyfriend just learned how to make puff pastry from scratch. Delicious. Okay, time to learn purl. I'm still continuing with the tutorials. Difficult word, apparently. I'm still continuing with the tutorials made by, what's his name? RJ Knits. Okay, so based on his little introduction to purl stitch, it confirms what I kind of suspected, in that there is a front and back to the stitch that you're doing, and so purl is just the reverse of knit. But then if we combine knit and purl, then we'll have like a uniform look on one side and then like a different uniform look on the other side. So let's get started. Oh, okay, and then pull the stitch. Okay, so like most of it's kind of the same as knit, just from a different direction. From that side, and then wrap them around, do that, and then push the old one off. That's not so complicated. It's basically the same process, just from a different direction. So that makes sense. So I guess, with my weird accidental stitch from before, did I accidentally do a purl stitch? Is that what I did? Or some variant of a purl? I don't know, but the weird accidental stitch that I did looks pretty similar to this row of purl that I've done. I don't know, man. I'm gonna attempt the expert level challenge of trying to talk and do something new at the same time. Not gonna lie, man, I think it's pretty cool that when I woke up this morning, I was a person who didn't know how to knit. And then when I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna be a person who does know how to knit. I think that's cool. It's that feeling of accomplishment and upskilling and kind of like a little level up, you know? And that feeling of accomplishment, that level up, is a feeling that I don't think generative AI can ever replace. Being like, oh, look at this cool thing I made. You didn't actually make anything, man. I'm sorry, but you didn't. You just fed instructions into an algorithm that then used pre-existing data, a lot of which was stolen, to then generate a result that you asked for. Like, you didn't actually make anything. And so you can't really claim it as your own. You can't really claim ownership of it. But then this right here, it's not impressive. It's not great, but it's mine. I made this. I used my own 2 hands, and I used my own mental ability to learn new skills. And I think that's really what it's all about. I think this is enough rows of purl stitch. I think I've got the hang of it. So now I'm gonna try something a little more advanced, and I'm gonna try alternating knit and purl. Is it just me, or is purl kind of easier and smoother and more efficient than knit? I don't know if I'm just imagining things. Cool. It's happening. It's doing the thing. Look at it.
Wow.
It's doing the thing where it starts looking like a knitted garment, where it has just all of the little V-shaped bits on the one side. Oh, cool. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the knit. Oh, yikes, that's a tangle. No, do not be tangle. No, 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 no. Please behave. Thank you. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I think I've kind of like got the hang of the basics now. Of course, I'm saying that while things are still fresh. We'll perhaps try this again in a few days or in a couple weeks or something and see if I still remember how to do this. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result actually, even though it wasn't about the results. But I think is you can see so clearly, like, okay, so from the bottom up until here was all knit stitch, and then from here until here was all purl, and then from there onwards was the alternating knit and purl. So now I just need to find out how to cast off, right? Because I don't know if I just like remove the needle if things are gonna unravel. Probably, right? And there needs to be some kind of way of like fastening it off.
Casting off. I'll show you how to do it step by step. Okay. Going to knit.
Okay.
One more stitch, and now I've got 2 stitches on my right needle. One.
Up that one and
stitches on my right
over
needle.
that one.
Okay.
Okay.
My needle under my stitch.
Okay.
Take out a pair of scissors, some sharp snip snip, and I'm gonna cut like 10 inches or so.
10 inches? What? Pull through, tighten. Cool. Wow. I did the thing. Okay, well, that was definitely a learning curve. But I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I invested the time and the effort to learn how to do this, because knitting is something that I've been interested in learning for a long time, probably almost as long as I've been crocheting. And it seemed so intimidating that I didn't dare try it. But now I have. I tried it, and now I know how to do it, and that's so cool. Thanks for joining me on this little adventure. It's good to have some kind of audience and accountability, you know. Now you can hold me accountable because I've told you that I'm going to be trying new things. So you can expect that of me, and you can hassle me when it doesn't happen. I will be back again soon trying something else new. If you have any suggestions, any hobbies and skills of your own that you are interested in, you know, laughing at a complete newbie struggle through them, let me know, and I will be trying those things soon. Thumbnail shooting. As a recovering exactly.